Please meet Jim. Jim is a fake name, and also the picture is a bit fake, but the story is absolutely true. Jim is a prospect of ours. He came to our company about 3 months ago. Jim is running a business with 20 employees. As part of their marketing campaigns, they are sending emails to existing clientele and also to new prospects. Jim spent lots of money with a marketing company designing the best emails possible. Everything is fantastic. The problem, the result were super poor. In this video, I'm going to work with you on the tech side, how to configure the emails in the right way according to 2025 and things changing all the time. And I will also talk to you about the marketing side, which is the content, what will be in the from name, how to attract it, IP addresses, all the stuff that is relevant to high deliverability and reducing the spam rate to the bare minimum. So this is going to be a super important session, and I will see you in a second. For the people that don't know me, my name is Lior Isaac. I'm the owner and founder of Amazing Business Results. We are a premium Zoho partner. We just won number 3 in the world in the Zoho competition. We're also the most reviewed Zoho partner in the world. So if you need any kind of services or help with whatever I'm going to show you here, feel free to contact us, and the details will be in the description below. Let's begin. This presentation is based on the rules in 2025. The email industry is changing every 3 seconds, and this is everything that you will need to know in 2025. So first of all, it's the list. Most of the people that are watching this video are on the Zoho One platform, and if you're not, in the description below there is a link. We also maintain other CRM systems. Most of them work in the same way. You will have a way to create segments to your emails. So emails will come into your marketing system. In this case will be Zoho campaigns, and you will have a way to segment them. The way that I do want you to segment, it's automatically. So the sync between CRM and Zoho campaigns will be automatically. All the contacts and all the leads will flow into Zoho campaigns. In Zoho campaigns, you will have segments. I like the bare minimum is 3 segments. New leads, so people that just are coming in as prospects. Lost leads, which are people that I try to sell to, but in the lead process, right? In the beginning. People that I try to sell to and they or ignored us, unresponsive, or said no. And people that I tried to send a proposal and I tried to send an agreement, something more serious, and then they got lost. Each one of those segments are completely different. Those will be the bare minimum. In addition, you can have segments for more things. As an example, people who are interested in a specific section of your business. In my business, for example, I will have CRM training, Zoho training. I will have custom development. We have products that we're selling. Each one of them is for different audience. If I will send an email for custom development to one of my students that is there to learn how to use Zoho, that will not work. And if I will abuse this relationship and I will send multiple emails that are not relevant, my student eventually will block my emails. So he will click on report spam, or he will unsubscribe from the list. So the list of people, the segmentation is super critical. And let me show you how to do that. So when you are opening Zoho campaigns, and this is correct by the way to any CRM out there and any campaign system out there, MailChimp and so on, you will have a way to have all your contacts. The contacts will go into the list of people, the list of contacts. Obviously those people are fake, they're not real people. And you will have a way to create segmentation. If I will click here, you can see that I can create a new segment. And in this case, I will create a segment, let's say, new leads. I will have their lead status that is not lost lead. So every lead that came in and the lead status is not lost lead, it will be in this segment, which means I will deliver those people specific emails. And if you will click on contacts, you will see both of them are live leads. Okay? Now, obviously, you can make it more sophisticated and you can add more rules, but that will be the bare minimum. This is how you create segments. So the idea is when you're creating emails, you will send them to specific list of people. That will be the last point here. It's the most important point that I can give you. In addition, you will have people coming to you, and I'm not sure I can recommend a double opt-in because I'm not doing it. Most people will not approve the double opt-in, which means someone goes to your contact page or subscribe to a mailing list. They will come to your database. Then another email will be sent to them that will say, please confirm if you want to be on this list. Most people will say no. So I don't know if I recommend it, but this is something that I do need to advise you. This is so-called the right way to do it, but it's absolutely up to you to do it. Some people are buying lists, and I do understand as a business owner why you would buy lists. You want to have a quick start, it makes sense and so on. The problem with those lists, most of them are old, they're outdated, the information is not correct. You will send 15,000, 20,000 emails to a list. Most of them will not be correct. People will click on report spam. If you have more than 5% report spam or bounce rate, your email deliverability goes down. It's affecting your entire business. Big problem. This is why I don't like the lists. I will not buy them. I also don't recommend you to buy them. It's a waste of money, but the $300, $400 for the list, this is not the real pain. The real pain is the damage to your domain. Some people will also use temporary domain. So let's say if my business is amazingbusinessresults.com, I will create a domain name, amazingemails.com, and then I will send emails from there. That's also approach. I don't recommend you doing it because it's a little bit scammy, but it is doable and companies are doing that. And if the domain is being penalized, you are not burning your entire business. I saw endless cases of businesses sending emails to lists. Those emails eventually got penalized because it was, people click on report spam and so on, and their main domain of the business got blocked. It was on the spam list. In that case, your clients, your friends, everybody will not receive emails from you anymore. The email will go to spam directly. You just killed your business. Whenever you have a list, you need to clean the email. So you will send emails. The emails will have a report. The report will show you which emails were delivered, which emails were bounced. The ones that are bounced, you need to remove them from your list, because otherwise, the next time that you will send email campaigns, they will be sent again to the bounce ones, and the more bounces that you have, the domain reputation goes down. Super, super important. In Zoho campaigns, whenever you are sending emails, you will have a report. If you just click on the campaign, once it's being sent, you will see the unique clicks, you will see the open rate, you will see the bounce rate, and so on. If you will click on the bounces, which it will look something like that. So if you click on the bounces, you can see all the emails that bounced. And then you can remove those bounced emails from your list. Now, I don't want to be too technical, but in the bounces, you will have two different bounces. You have hard bounce and soft bounce. Hard bounce means it's dead. the domain is not there anymore, the person left the work, whatever, it's just dead. Soft bounce means that there is a temporary problem. I'm always removing the hard bounces, the soft bounces I will keep. Next, we are going to a technical point, and that will be authenticated your domain. I hope that by now you're already doing it. In 2025, we're already at least 6-7 years into that businesses need to authenticate their domains. I saw this problem many times in the past. I don't see that anymore too much, which is good. The only thing that I want to add is the DMARC. The DMARC is a new thing. It's not new so much, but it needs to be there. This is the new part. So you have the SPF, the DKIM, and the DMARC. All of them needs to be there. If I go to Zoho Campaigns, I will click on the settings on the top. I will go to domain authentication. And if I will want to authenticate the domain, this is how it's done. So I click on setup. You can see that I have here the SPF and I have the DKIM. Both of them just saying that you are you. Bottom line. So people will not fake that they are you. And if you are not configuring it properly, you are not you. Okay? So let me show you how it's done. It's relatively simple, and if you don't know how to do it, ask a technical person to do it for you. Step number 1 will be to go to your domain register. In my case, I'm using GoDaddy. You're probably using something else or GoDaddy. Whenever you log into it, you will go to your domains and you will see all your domains. I'm going to click on one of the domains I never used, this one for example, and let's assume that this is the domain that I want to authenticate. So I want to authenticate those records. I will go to the DNS section, okay, and then I will need to add some records. The first record that I want to authenticate will be the SPF. Just note that the SPF can be only one time in the domain. So if I will go here, I am looking for SPF. Okay, I will also do a search, SPF, and there is no SPF, and this is good. If there was SPF, I would need to add this information. So just the include equals, I would add that to the existing SPF. Don't have multiple SPF, it will create you problems. Now, in my case, I have nothing. So this is how you set up a new SPF. You click on add new record. You click on text. The name is @ and then I will just copy this entire thing. I will put it here. I will make sure that there are no spaces before and after. So after the all and before the V. And I will click on save. Then you will have the next one, which is the DKIM. I don't know why Zoho are putting it with the entire domain. So you will have here the 2914 domain key and then the domain. So this is the domain that I'm trying to authenticate. So I will take the first part. I will click on new. It will be a text record. In the name, I will have anything before the domain. And next I will click on copy and paste this entire big thing. I just checked before and after there are no spaces. And I click on save. Okay, so that's it. Now for the DMARC is relatively new. And if you don't know how to do a DMARC, let me show you. DMARC generator, you can find it anywhere. Domain host. Let's say that this is the domain. Okay, so I will need to take that, put it here. So it will be a TXT record, it will be and all that. Now, the email needs to be a real email that's related to you, and you will get some notifications to it depending on what you have in this value. I'm not going to teach you how to do DMARC, but you can probably go to ChatGPT or something else and get some explanation. But I do want you to have a DMARC record. Okay, that's important. So whenever this is done, it takes a few minutes, and then you will click on verify domain, and it should be verified. If it's not, you can also check it with someone more technical, or you can give a call to Zoho or the company that you work with, and they will help you with authenticating the domain. This is a mandatory step. It's not something that is nice to have, or if I want, I will do it later. You will end up exactly like Jim. Okay, so this is important. Whenever you're sending emails, use real names. If you use sales, support, info, and so on, there is a very good chance that your email will go to the promotional folder automatically just because of the name. So use real names, a person name, and that will increase deliverability. Also, when you're using names that already sent emails in the past, such as people, it will also give you some points. Eventually, it's just a point system that if you are above a certain point, email servers like Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, and so on will have business with you. And if you have a little bit of points, they won't. Exactly like credit for humans. Checking the domain reputation is a big thing. In order to check your domain, you can go to MX Toolbox. So let's say amazingbusinessresults.com. And now I can go here. So one will be the spam check, the blacklist check. You want to see check marks. Sometimes you will have timeout, that's fine. But you do want to see those check marks. If they are not, there is a problem. In my case, it took the IP of my website, but your website is also sending emails. So if there is a problem, you need to talk to your hosting company. They need to solve it. One more thing that you can check, there is the email deliverability on the bottom. You can click here. They will ask you to send an email to this email address, and then you will receive a report. The report will tell you the status of your email deliverability. It's a valuable tool that I recommend you using. In addition, there are automated tools that will check your database. So let's say that I'm running in Zoho CRM, I will have 10,000 people. Those people, some of them, their domains are no longer active. Some people are no longer working in a specific company. Things are dynamic, they're changing. Sometimes people give you fake emails. Whenever you are segmenting and sending emails, people will get your emails, or the mail server will send those emails, and sometimes those people are not existing. It will increase the bounce rate, it will reduce your deliverability points. It's a problem. So you need to have some kind of an automated tool. If I will go to the marketplace and I will write ABR and click enter, you will see a bunch of extensions. One of them is checking the emails. So it will be this one, email deliverability extension. This extension is running over your existing database. It's running on the existing database, and it will check each one of your domains without interrupting your customer. So it will be done in the background. Eventually it will come up if this email is deliverable or not, and if it's not, it will opt out automatically. So that will reduce the bounce rate. The problem with the automation world, the extension is inexpensive. I think it's like $20 or something, like $19. It's not expensive. What's costing you money, it's few cents for every email, because you will need a third-party company to do those checks. So that's what costs money. Not everybody can do it, but if you can, I recommend you to do it. Bottom line, the game is to have less than 5% bounce rate, which means you're sending emails, there is no one there, and it will bounce. And less than 5% people clicking on report spam. That's the main thing. With report spam, there might be even a lower number, which means you're sending to people that don't want to get your emails. It might be even a lower number. The lower the score, the lower deliverability, which means you're sending it, it will go or to promotional or to spam. So people will not get your emails, right? Big problem. And I can tell you that email is probably the most cost-effective advertising solution that you can find for the business. So there are some spam triggers that's more on the content side. The new generation likes exclamation mark, capitals, come, buy. Oh, it's not working. It will increase your bounce rate, and mail servers will just push it to the spam or to do promotional. Try to have emails exactly the same way that you would send it to a human, to a friend. It's funny that many times that I will work with clients and they will show me an email that they created. Most cases it will be a beautiful email that passed graphic designer and passed the creative team and passed so many departments. And the only question that I will ask the business owner or the manager is, if you would get an email like that, would you click on it? And the answer is no. If you're not going to click on it, why do you think that your target audience will? Whenever you're creating a beautiful email that looks like a website with pictures and great content and click here for this, click here for that, and it looks like a web page, your brain immediately thinks spam. And that's exactly what your audience also thinks. People want to see basic emails, and for me, a basic email will be some kind of an headline, 3 lines of text, and link to a video, which I will create a video and I will deliver the message over a video. It will be a very short one. So you will have a picture with whatever subject, play button on it, and that's it. Super, super simple. If you can't create videos, use AI to create a video. It costs nothing these days with AI. I am actually AI, I'm not me. I'm joking, I'm me. But create videos with AI if you don't have the courage to be in front of a camera, which I do understand the pain. I've been there 4 years, I tried to create videos and I couldn't, so I do understand that. Sending multiple pictures, also a problem. Capitalization, exclamation marks, all this crap. Leave it alone, write emails to humans as humans want to be connected. As I said before, try to have emails that are for people, and that will work. Also try not to have a clickbait kind of messages. Today, all the emails that you will send will go through some kind of an AI. It will see the meaning. If you're trying to oversell or if you're trying to bait people, those will be stopped. Whenever the email is ready, send it for testing. Test it. If the email works on desktop, awesome. Open it on your mobile device. Many times you will have great emails on desktop, shitty on mobile. Mobile is about 50% of your traffic, maybe more. You will lose your audience. Make sure you're testing it. There is something called A/B testing. So whenever you are sending an email, a campaign, you can have an A/B testing campaign. Let me show you how it looks like. It's this, A/B testing. I can create multiple emails and test out different subject and different content and different call to action. So I can have small changes between the emails and see what converts better. There is no other way to test what works and what not. Many people think that they know their audience and their business. In most cases, it's not true. Whenever you're sending emails, it's important to let your audience decide what is true and what's not. We are not that smart to understand what people in other locations and areas and cultures and so on understand. You don't know what you don't know. A/B testing is the way. Maybe 0.5% of the people that are doing email campaigns professionally will use A/B testing. Even marketers are not using it because it's time consuming. But imagine that you're spending another 2 hours to generate another $10,000. Is that okay? I am okay with $5,000 per hour. That's a great deal. Sending behavior is huge. So let's say that you have a new domain. With your new domain, that mail servers like Google, Yahoo, Outlook, Zoho Mail, they never saw your domain. And now you're sending 100,000 emails. There is a problem with it. because it will all go to spam automatically. They know that you are a spammer. You need to warm up the domain. You need to send small quantities, up to 10,000 at a time, and then slowly increase it and be consistent with the number of emails that you're sending. It's all about people. Think about technology, Google, email campaigns. It's like us as people. If I came to you multiple times with good advices, later on, even if I will have not such a good advice, you still be my friend. If from the beginning, day one, I will swamp you with a bunch of shit, that will prevent you from listening to me in the future. We build credit. You need to build credit also on the domain side. You need to warm it up. Search engines and mail servers and the world will start recognizing your email and your domain, and then they will give you more trust. The last point is having consistency, let's say weekly or monthly or daily, or have consistency on how you're sending the emails. And also don't have huge spikes. So don't send 10,000 and then 200,000. There need to be some kind of correlation between the batches that you're sending. Whenever the email is ready, you will have a button send later or send. Both of them will work. And then it can ask you if you want to send in batches. If you're sending in batches, it will ask you how many batches. I think 9 is the maximum. And what's the interval between them? 60 minutes between batch, 90 minutes between batch. Spread it out. You will have better results and better deliverability. Whenever you're sending your campaigns, you must check the reports. I see endless customers sending campaigns and they don't know who is opened them, if anybody's opened them. What's the results? There is a way also in Zoho CRM to see if people are interacting with your campaigns and what's the results of the campaigns. There is a campaigns tab on Zoho CRM. Okay, I'm on Zoho CRM right now. And if you click on the campaigns, you will have your list of campaigns. If you click on one of them, you can see how many people, you will have here how many leads came from it. Okay, you will see how many deals been closed and how many contacts created. So you can see actually if it works. Also, if you go to the lead, contact, or the deal, on the left side, you can see all the campaigns that were engaged with this person. And here you can see the status. If it was opened, if it was bounced, you can see all the details. You can't run campaigns without checking the reports. All the idea of running anything, marketing, sales, anything, without checking the reports is not realistic. The idea is to improve in business. And if you don't check the reports, you can't improve. Imagine that you sent 10 campaigns. One of the campaigns had 40% more deliverability and more open rate, and maybe 20% more click rate. Don't you want to know why? Compare the working campaign to the one that didn't work and see what was the change, and maybe that's the new way to send campaigns, and now you're improving dramatically your business. You will have another 10-15% on the bottom line. So a business that's doing, let's say, $2 million a year can have another $400,000 in business. Another thing that you can do is to create campaigns that are based on behavior. For example, if I'm sending a campaign and the campaign will have 50% of people that never opened the email, I can create a campaign that will be sent only to those 50%. So I'm creating a campaign based on behavior, and it works. If you're sending a campaign and with the subject ABC, the next campaign that you will send to the people that never opened it will have a different subject but with the same email, because they never opened it. When you're getting emails, you see the subject before you see the content. They never clicked on it, which means or they are busy or the subject was not intriguing. Change it, okay? It's very, very important. Testing your campaigns before you send to people, obviously. You have different tools that I listed here, Glowcups and Mail Tester. You can check them as well before you send to people. It will help you with checking if you're in the spam list or not. Also, what I showed you before with the MX Toolbox, super important. Checking your emails across different platforms such as Gmail, Outlook, Zoho Mail, also very important. It used to be critical in the past because each one of those systems were completely different. These days, it is a little bit different when you have images and structure involved. And if it's just text, there is a good chance it will be okay, but I recommend you to test it. The idea is to bring business. The idea is to have engagement. If you will not do everything I'm showing you here, you won't have engagement because most people will never receive it. Attachments is also something that you need to mind. Use links for attachments. And the link, usually I prefer to have it in some kind of a button, not a link. All the world becoming super sensitive in every section that you want. Also emails becoming sensitive. If you have a link in the email that is a visual link, I saw that the deliverability will be not as good as if I will put the link in a button. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, but it's impacting. The last point will be legal compliance. If you're in Europe, obviously you have the GDPR. If you're in different places like Canada, it will be Can Spam. Lots of countries created those spam policies. If you ask me, it's all BS because the spam is not coming from North America or Europe, it's coming from other places. So it's all BS, but we need to comply. Obviously, we live in countries with rules and we need to obey. One more thing that you can do is also if you're sending a large amount of emails, use dedicated IPs. I think if you have more than 100,000 a month, or 150, something like that, you will be able to apply for a dedicated IP. It costs a little bit of money, it's worth it. If you have less than 150,000 emails a month or in a batch, you need to check the rules. My business name is Amazing Business Results. It's results at the end. I care about the results. Everything I showed you here today is about results. Nothing is about being fancy or having a nicer email for the design. It's all results. If you care about the bottom line, take action on this video. If you have an IT guy, send your IT guy. If you have a marketer, send this video to your marketer. They need to take action. It's important. I saw improvement of the bottom line by double-digit percentage based on what I showed you today. So take it seriously. Thank you very much for watching this session. If you like the session, thumbs up is always appreciated. In the comments below, you can drop any note and I will try to answer. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next session.